Hello, this is Eric Morris again. You may have seen my earlier videos. If not, go back and check them out. You may or may not know who I am. The founder and owner of Von Morris and Eric Morris and Company. We manufacture door hardware. But today I'm not here to talk about door hardware. A little background. I live full-time in Shanghai, China. I've been here through the entire outbreak, now pandemic, and I just thought, what do I have to offer to people? And that is my experience and my thoughts on what I've seen, what I've gone through, and what I continue to go through. So today, my upstairs neighbor in my apartment building, her daughter has been going to school in London, England. And this morning she arrived back on a flight from London and returned home. Now, I think we all recognize that anytime that you're in a crowded, densely crowded area, your risk for catching a virus is increased. So if you think about I think it's a 14-hour flight from London, passing through airports, certainly your exposure risk is high. The Shanghai government mandates a 14-day mandatory quarantine for anybody coming back to China from overseas. They offer hotels to ride out the 14-day quarantine, but it's not mandatory. You can go home. Now, I'm a parent. I have kids, so I can certainly full well understand her mom and dad's desire to have her home. Does it make me happy? No, but I understand. So, this affects me, right? She came in this morning through the lobby, up the elevator, and I have to use the same lobby and elevator. So, what do I do? First of all, we're lucky we have a back stair. I can go down the staircase instead of using the elevator. But at some point I'm going to have to use that elevator. And I thought about what are some of the things that I can do to protect myself, protect my family, and prevent the spread of the virus. Probably the least good is I take a tissue, fold it up so it's thick, push the buttons with the tissue, and then as soon as I get out the front door, throw it in a trash can. Now, I do have to say, the building management, as soon as she was home and in their apartment, they came through and they disinfected with disinfectant wipes and spray the entire elevator, front lobby, doors, door handles, everything. This is not to ostracize her, demonize her. She wants to come home just like everybody else wants to come home. But we all realize that we need to take precautions. So, I thank the apartment management for taking these steps. You could push the buttons with the tissue, pull the door handle with a tissue, and then as soon as you can, throw it away. Another option, grab a little trash bag. Same thing, push the button with the trash bag, pull the door handle with the trash bag. As soon as you get outside, grab it from here, turn it inside out, and throw it away. Obviously, probably the best option is, gloves of some sort. However, I realize, in these times, you may not be able to put your hands on gloves, no pun intended. So my thought is, anything I can do to isolate myself from possible contamination, I have to take that step and I have to do it. Um, I'm responsible to myself, my wife, my kids, my employees, my customers, anybody I want to come into contact with, because our factory is up and running, and I come into contact with 30 plus people per day, just at work. So, if I make poor decisions about how I go about my daily routine, then I'm putting 30 people in my workplace at risk. And it's this kind of thinking that kind of informs my decisions about what to do and how to do it. I've been thinking a lot about the emotions that I'm facing going through this, and there are emotions, and I think that I can't change what's happening. I can't make it go away. I can't wish it away. I can't influence, federal agencies to do things differently than they're doing them. It is what it is, and I can't do it. I can't change it. I don't have that power, authority. But what can I do is use a plastic bag, use a tissue. If you have them, use gloves. Take every precaution that I can take to ensure that I don't get infected, to ensure that I don't bring it back home to my family, to make sure that I don't bring it into my factory space. And it's just by having that little modicum of control over my life and my future that, gives me a little bit of sense of control over my future. And I think that in these times, that's all that I can hope for. So, I don't want to make this a long-winded video. My last one was quite long, 16 minutes. I want to try to keep this shorter and just kind of put out more of them. And as I come across new things that I've had to face, I'm going to post more videos. So, if you think this is useful, if you think this is of benefit to you, like it, forward it, repost it, depends on what platform obviously you're on, but I will put it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and if you feel it was useful and beneficial, then please help me out, get the word out. Like I said, all I can do is share my experience and put it out there, and if you can garner some benefit from it, then I'm more than happy to keep doing it. So thank you for watching. I appreciate taking the time to watch this, and everybody stay safe, stay at home, do your best, and I'm confident that we will get through this together. There's no other way but forward, and we'll get through it, and we'll come out the other side. So, all right, thank you so much. Take care, stay safe.